stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon. Happy Monday. It's the 20th and stuff. You're going to be hearing some stuff above me. Getting rid of some carpet upstairs. Getting some work done around his house. Around the house. What's this whole man versus bear thing? I don't even know what they're talking about. But I'm sure it has something to do with bear masculinity. Those overly masculine bears. I'm so tired of hearing it. I really am. You think you're going to say something and suddenly all the men are going to... No, I'm going to tell you something. The men are too afraid to share their feelings. They've already been prejudged, man. They don't want to. You know, every time I come in here, I've already been judged. Just because I'm a white male. Just the way it is. It is what it is, and I have to work with it. It's one thing that I have to work with. Land. We all have our stuff, don't we? Women go through it. Black people go through it. Hispanic. Asian. I don't like the Asian flu. Look at all the crap that happened around that. You know. And I think quality or quantity really goes along with, you know, it really goes along with behaviors, old behaviors. See, sometimes, and this has happened to me quite frequently, you know, somebody will get upset with me, and what their friends will do is agree with them and support them in that decision, even though it's old behavior, and that person will stay sick. Not only that, but the whole group of people will stay sick. And eventually they'll all relapse. I've watched it happen time after time. And there's nothing you can really do. They won't listen to you. They'll just tell you, you don't know what you're talking about. I know, Dion, you've been doing this for 35 years and you've witnessed this 100 times, but not me. But not me. Okay then. Not you. I'll be here to give you your 24-hour chip when you come back. Oh, well, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. All right. Quality or quantity? We were reading out of As Bill Sees It today. This does come from today's reading. And I think it is called One Day at a Time. One day at a time. And that goes back to quality, having one day at a time. That's why I say things like, if you got up before 11 o'clock a.m. Mountain Standard Time today, you have more sobriety than I do. God, that is fucking annoying. Anyway, really wish I would have waited. Or I could have waited and done this. Felt like I didn't know it was going to happen. So, actually, I forgot. But, oh well. Quantity or quality about this slip business. I would not be too discouraged. I think you are suffering a great deal from needless guilt. If you got to slip, it's all right, man. The only thing that changes is your date. That's the only thing that's changed. I don't know why when people slip, the amount of shame and remorse that comes with it. That feeling of that feeling of failure. I didn't do introductions, did I? No, I just kept on yakking. Welcome to Daily Trudge. I know you guys all know, and I know, but it's got to be done because I do it every time. I'm Dion. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. Hey, Gary, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. So if you slip and you come back, you just change your date. Okay? I had a slip during my fourth step. My sponsor, what he did is we went back and we redid the third step because I didn't do it wrong the first time. I just had a slip. No big deal. If I'm coming right back, I'm actually doing the right thing. Okay, what happened that day? Well, I was dealing with something beyond my tools, beyond my skill set. That's it. Hey, Trevor, good to see you, man. Good to see you. I usually see you on Sundays, so good to see you on Monday. I think you are suffering a great deal from needless guilt. For some reason or other, the Lord has laid out tougher paths for some of us, and I guess you are treading one of them. So, God's chosen this for me. There's a reason for this suffering. I know the reasons. And these reasons are, they may not satisfy you, but they're the reasons. Because he wants me to help his children. That's why. Because I can. Because I can. I'm capable of saving his children. How many people in this world did he entrust with that? Not very many. Not very many. God chose you to do something unique, different from what most of the other people are doing. You have the capability to approach somebody and make an unwilling person willing. Most people can't do that because they don't understand. Okay? See? You are different. You're always going to be bodily and mentally different from your fellows. It's okay. Use it. Use it. God is not asking us to be successful. He's only asking us to try to be. That you surely are doing and have been doing. So I would not stay away from AA through any feeling of discouragement or shame. Yeah, come on back. We do not, the saying is, we do not shoot our wounded. We want newcomers to come back. Most of us. Are there people in your life that celebrate when you fail? Oh, yeah, sure there are. But hopefully you're not hanging around with them anymore. They usually won't admit that, but when you fail, they're secretly clapping. You know. So I would not stay away from AA through any feeling of discouragement or shame. It's just the place you should be. Why don't you just try as a member? Why don't you try just as a member? Oh, there you go. You don't have to carry the whole AA on your back, you know. It's not always the quantity of good things you do. It is also the quality that counts. Above all, take it one day at a time. quantity does not equal quality. In our case, it doesn't. No. The more you have doesn't mean the more you have to give away. That's not how this works. It's when and how to give. It's understanding how to meet people where they're at. It's listening. Okay, I'll give a good example. Let's say I host just a regular open AA discussion meeting, and this day there's a bunch of newcomers. Today there's a bunch. Let's say I have 3 people and they are brand new to AA. Brand new. Never been to an AA meeting. Well, I was going to talk on the 10th step, but now I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to the first step now. I'm going to read how it works. Okay. This is quality. Quality is thinking of others before yourself. Okay. People that announce their date every time they speak think quantity has something to do with their success. That is not true. Time is not success in this program. How many times have people said, oh, I have 20 years that now qualifies me to drink like normal people? How many oftentimes does that happen? So no, quantity doesn't mean shit. I don't, unless you're new in the program, I don't give a fuck how long you have. I will celebrate your day. If like today is your 6 years, I will celebrate it with you. That is legit. Yes. If it's your 6 year, 1 month, no, I will not celebrate it with you. I've got better things to do. We celebrated a month ago. Delayed gratification. All right, I'm going to go to the big book. Hello, big book. Why are you called a big book? Well, because I'm a very large book, don't you think? The big book thumping is going pretty good, man. I think I got a solid 10 people listening to it. Okay, so yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. What am I looking for here? What am I looking for here? Why does my brain not remember? There it is. Okay. There it is. It is easy to let up on the spiritual program of action and rest on our laurels. Okay. Spiritual program of action. Is time action? No. Time doesn't know the beginning, the end. It doesn't understand where it's at. It doesn't do that. It just helps us determine what time of the day it is, so we can keep track of things. It's all it's for. It's an informational instrument. Sit. Okay. Time fucked me up. I get 30 days, drink. 60 days, drink a year, drink. Okay. Time kept fucking me up. So I stopped counting. My wife would tell me when I had my days. Ha ha ha. That's a great line. I'm stealing that one. I'm stealing that one. That's a great one. That's going to be used today at some point. World record for sobriety and abstinence is 24 hours. And millions of people hold it. I like that one. Because it evens the whole fucking playing field. See, I kind of feel when people say, and they'll come back and have like a week, be like, I had 20 years, and suddenly they think they fucking know better. I'm gonna tell you, no, you're fooling yourself. I went through that stage too. Okay. Yeah, I had been a drug and alcohol counselor. Yeah, I had done a lot of things. I'm not even going to go into them, but it was a lot. I've written books. I've done a lot of things, but none of it counted when I came back in. It would count later on, but I would have to work my ass off to get my 12 years back. And I did. I did it. Came in about my 7 year, that stuff came back to me. It was a gift from God. Right? It doesn't change anything, because just because I have 8 years doesn't mean I am any more advanced than the person that just walked in the door. I'm not. And here's the key. I don't want to be anymore. Notice I said anymore, because I used to want that. I used to want to feel superior. It used to give me this feeling of being better than. Now I find that disgusting. I find that shameful. No. Because when I think of other people as higher or lower, then I don't get what I need in order to help them. And I don't care who you are. I don't get starstruck either. Especially if you're a star who thinks they're shit, then I just don't want to be around you, and I will probably tell you so. I will probably irritate you. So it is easy to let up. It does, and it's going to happen. Okay, how far we take this. Okay, because here's the thing: my brain is out to kill me. Still, yes, now, even right now, it isn't really out to kill me. It's just looking for the easier, softer way at all times. That's how I am. Okay. Plus, I'm Virgo, so I become very logical. I'll give a good example. We're putting a bunch. My brother-in-law brought his dump thing, his trailer. We're doing a bunch of dumping. Well, I thought maybe we should do it in a certain order, and they did it in a different order, and I still disagree. Okay, but it's still going to be done. Does that make sense? Okay. And it's too late. It's already been done a certain way. There's nothing Dion can do about it except take everything out of that. And that's not going to happen. Right. Okay. Does this seem like a huge problem? No, but it could be something that drives an alcoholic to drink. Sure, it's a great excuse to slip. Okay. Here's the key. If your mind if you're pointing that way, you're wrong. Let me rephrase that. If I am pointing that way, if I am pointing outward, I'm wrong. It's automatic. It's automatic. I don't even have to think about it. I already know I'm wrong. Because I'm on the defense. And if I'm on the defense, then I've done something to somebody else, most likely. See? That's an indicator for me. Oh, Dion, what did you do today to fuck somebody? That's why you don't feel well. See, I tend not to feel right because I hurt somebody else. That's usually the case. And I know. But sometimes my brain won't take a look at it. It won't. It can be tough, man. It can be really tough. We are headed for trouble if we do. For alcohol is a subtle foe. Subtle foe. I'm going to tell you something. Alcohol's more patient, more tolerant, smarter than you. than me, than all of us. And it doesn't even have a brain, but yet there it is. Yet there it is. What we really have is a daily reprieve contingent on our spiritual condition, and that's it. It's what we get. What is my spiritual condition? Am I in a good place? Then I'm probably going to be able to help out more people. But if I'm being a cranky jerk that day, I'm going to hurt other people. Oh yeah, I will take it out on them. I will not be able to help myself. Who's the first person I'm probably going to take it out on? My wife. My friends. The people that I think aren't going to go anywhere. I don't do that anymore. I don't do it as much anymore. And when I do, I take care of it. I know it sucks because sometimes it's just like, God, am I wrong all the time? Is that what this is all about? Don't worry, one day you will be right. Every day is a day when we must carry the vision of God's will into all of our activities. How can I best serve thee? Thy will, not mine, be done. These are thoughts which must go with us constantly. We can exercise our willpower along this line all we wish. It is the proper use of the will. Now let's go back to the reading. Why do I kid myself that I must stay away from a drink for only one day when I know perfectly well I must never drink again for as long as I live? I'm not kidding myself because one day at a time is probably the only way I can reach the long-range objective of staying sober. Yeah. Now, there is something about having time in the program. It does come with some benefits, like a spiritual awareness. If you do the work. If you do the work. Okay? Sometimes you'll get that spiritual awareness. You'll become too comfortable with it, so you don't do what you need to do, take care of it. And then before you know it, you're a cranky jerk again. Time doesn't matter. If I determine that I shall never drink again as long as I live, I set myself up. How can I be sure I won't drink when I have no idea what the future may hold? You know, I have a feeling that if I stay in the herd, continue going to meetings and doing what I'm doing, I'll be fine. So I don't have to worry about it right now. It ain't here. We can't what if this world. When we get into what ifs, that is morbid reflection. Oh, and that is old behavior. You have better things to do with your time than what ifing. On a day-to-time basis, I am confident I can stay away from the drink for one day. So I set out with confidence. At the end of the day, I have the reward of achievement. Achievement feels good, and that makes me want more. All right. I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's good to see you all. I hope you have a good day. I love you. Peace out and have a day.